What's going on, family, man? We are back with another video, and my apologies because I do want to drop videos consistently every single day. But this week I started off and the market's very rough, and that is what our video is going to be about today, on how to handle losses and how and figuring out why we actually deal with these losses and have these problems, so to speak, which really aren't problems, they're just lessons to learn from. But I do want to break down the trade and break down what it is that we deal with. And before I start that, first off, I appreciate everyone who's been watching, everybody who's new to the channel. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for showing love. We're going to continue to grow and continue to produce quality content. I'm literally tapping in every day to bring you guys something that can help. And now that I am a profitable trader, my goal is to help other thousands, hundreds of thousands of individuals become that as well, because it is a quality and high level skill. So with that being said, the first thing I do want to talk about before we get on the charts and is expectation of trades. Right now, these past 2 days, as you know, I lost literally 2K in the markets, and though it bothered me, at the end of the day, it was a experience for me to go through because I needed to learn that. I've made 2K, made 3K, made 4K, made 9K in a week. But what was important was I never actually had to deal with losing that much in a small amount of time, 2 days. So what it taught me was, hey, listen, you went on a beautiful win streak, right? And over the weekend, after that win streak, with a loss in there, so it necessarily wasn't a win streak, but it was something that got me in tilt. And over the weekend, I told myself, we want to avoid tilt this weekend, so let's stay grounded, let's mark up our charts, know what our plan is, etc., etc. But what I didn't realize was I already had preset intentions in the week to make either that same amount of money, that 4,000, or double that and make 8,000, right? So even these first 2 days, instead of me focusing on my process over the destination of where I wanted to get to, quote unquote, and being attached to that outcome, which is what we're going to talk about next, I already had preset intentions of I'm going to make X amount of money this week, and that's what we're going to do, which we can't do in the markets because we don't determine what happens in the markets. So being able to never have preset intentions or expectations of the market, react to the market and pay attention to what it is telling you, and then move forward. The market can give us 10,000 one week and $0 or minus 2,000 the next week. It could give us 20,000 one month and give us 6,000 the next month. We could have 5 months of 6 figures, and then we could have 5 months of 5 figures. It does not matter. The market gives you what it gives you, and you cannot go into the market with preset intentions. So though I lost that 2K, I learned, hey, I might have in the back of my subconscious had preset intentions or expectations of what the market was going to give me, when there's no way possible that I could determine or even have an idea of what that was going to do. Just because I achieved something last week does not mean it's going to have the same market situation or market data is going to present itself in the next week. Now, the next thing I do want to talk about, which we tapped in on a little, and I'm going to make this quick, is attachment to outcome, right? So a lot of people want to quit 9 to 5s. They want to be funded. They want to make their first payout. They want to make X amount of dollars. They want to buy their parents a house. They want to do this. They want to do that. They want to do this, which we all do and we all will be able to do. But again, that is setting a preset expectation of the market. The market can give us these things, but we can't take it from the market. You understand? So we have to react to the market. Let those attachments to those outcomes be somewhere else. Focus only on, hey, this is what I can control, my plan. What is my checklist? Making sure everything is everything. What does the daily look like? How am I feeling right now? Am I expecting something? Am I fearful? Being able to understand those things that we control, and then leave the expectation in another area. And then the last thing I want to talk about is simply just always having a plan. All right. Know what your risk is. Follow your risk. Know when you need to step out of the markets. Know when the market is voiding a trade. You might like your setup. Yesterday I had a trade that was my setup, and it actually went in my direction, but it swept me first. So there was something in that trade ahead of me taking it that I could have said, hey, we should have avoided that trade when this showed, but we didn't, because we had this expectation to make money. We had this intention to make money instead of following our plan. So we need to become attached to building those good habits attached to following our process instead of being attached to making money. And that's what I wanted to tap into on the mental side. Yeah, I know I'm always going to talk mental because that is the most important thing for us as traders. And now we're going to get straight into the charts. We're going to break down the 2 trades that I took the L's on and why we took the L's. And then today is actually FOMC, so I probably won't be trading today. I'll be observing the market. That's something we're going to talk about in another video, just being an observer of the market. And then also stay tuned for some more stuff, but let's get straight into these charts because I don't want to make this a long-winded video, and I want to make sure you guys can get to the charts and focus on what you do. So if you see here on the chart, we let's go to the daily. And let's mark this up. And we got a level of supply here, which I always mark these things out because this is what I'm doing. I'm looking at the markets. As you can see on my chart here, look, this is my daily stuff. Hey, who's in control? Well, the daily is bullish. 1 hour bullish right now. Liquidity is to the upside and to the downside, but mainly the liquidity that I like is to the upside. And then I will only want to play from the extreme demand, knowing that it's FOMC day. Big moves happen, big things happen in the market. So whatever happens, I'm just going to react and observe. So when I'm doing this stuff, this is what I do, literally. We are also looking at these levels, and we see a lot of this liquidity that we were just talking about that's rested above here. And then to the downside, there is liquidity, but it's only to this level, and that's really it. We do have a nice size imbalance, but that's besides the point. And there's a lot of other stuff in there. But let's talk about these trades that we took. So going into this week, I like this level and I like this level. This level got taken. As you know, on that day, I was looking at this level. If we go to the lower time frame, the reason I looked at this level is because we had a 15-minute level. We have a sweep here and we have a break. We come back to this level, and then this candle right here was the move before the last highs was made. So I like that level, but what happened was, if we go here, I like this imbalance as well. And I said, like, hey, if I see a nice rejection, I'm gonna get in and just put my stops down here. But the rejection happened here, and I'm like, sheesh, this might be flying away. So I ended up not following my plan truly, but and put my stops here and put my targets way up here. So I got in on that green candle like halfway through, and I was like, all right, we're gonna target there. We could get a 1 to 2, and it was looking good, but then it started pushing out, and I actually got out early. I was just like, it was like here. I'm like, I'm done, right? Then the next trade I took was here, and this had a huge stop loss, and it was something in me that was just like, yo, I don't think this is gonna go where I needed to go. So we got in, and it actually eventually got there overnight. But as you know, if you trade, I'm a funded trader with Top Step, you have to be out of your trades by 3 p.m. Central Standard. So this candle here, let's see, right here somewhere, was the candle. So I would have been in profit, but I just wasn't confident because if we go to I was on a 5-minute. If not following my plan, I was watching a 5-minute. It looked like it was going to sell off, buy off. I didn't know. Instead of just sitting on this 15-minute or hour time frame, it reacted from my midnight price as well. So I'm like, hey, everything was lined up, but I just didn't believe it was going to go where it needed to go. And I could have made at least broke even on a day, but getting in here like 5 or 6 times, not liking it, taking small hits, taking a little win, taking a big win, and taking a small hit, you just end up ruining the account, and we lost like 900 on the day, right? Then same thing yesterday. We had levels like this, and I said, all right, well, this level got hit. This level here was open, and I liked this imbalance here. We had Asia lows, and we had midnight price aligned right there, and then to the left we had a old strong supply, which was here, and we dragged that over. And on the 15-minute, what happened was we got this push up, we got a rejection, we swept that candle, and then we took out these lows here. So I'm looking for a break of supply or demand, all that good stuff, as you know. And I'll just drag this over and pull it down. We broke both those levels right there on this candle. We broke both levels. But instead of me being patiently waiting, I got in on the break expecting it to just plummet down here like it did. And what happened was it rejected, which I should have avoided the trade. So this goes back to the patience. I was expecting to make money. I wanted it now. I didn't want to miss out on the profits because I knew where the market was going. I just knew it. But the real move didn't happen until later, where we swept that high. We showed bullishness, got buyers in, rejected, pushed, rejected, and then reacted and made a strong move to the downside. So would I have taken this trade after seeing what it looked like? Potentially, but probably not. I probably would have just sat out and just waited. But these are the things, again, I expected to win the trade. I expected my plan to map out perfectly because I seen something that I liked. We have to react to the market, be an observer of it. Just because price is pushing in one direction does not mean it's going to go that way first. Be patient, allow your setups to map out, allow clarity to function, because I was pretty clear on that setup. But once that rejection happened, I was like, whoa, okay. And my ego expectation of winning that trade said, hey, you just need to follow your plan. It's going to go there, when obviously it was showing a little bit of bullishness in these areas, and I should have just waited a little bit longer, took a small hit, and then continued. So this is a video that I did want to make to y'all because you need to learn how to deal with losses. You always want to go back and journal those losses. You always want to go back and see what you could have done better and what you did great. I followed my plan. I knew where the market was going. I'm not a predictor. You got to be an observer of the market, so knowing where it's going is pointless. But understanding, hey, listen, I had a bias for the day. I was just I got in at the wrong time, and I wasn't willing to take on that larger risk. And that's why yesterday we lost like $1,300 trading that, which totaled overall to almost $2,000, over $2,000 that we lost in the 2 days. It's fine. We come back. We continue to progress. We don't sit here and stress about it. But I did want to bring you guys this video. Let me know what you think. Let me know how you feel about these kinds of things. Are there certain things that you deal with when losing? Are you consistently losing? Just let me know in the comments, because I'm always open to people helping me in my trading. Is there anything specifically, let me know down in the comments, that I should have looked at that you might pay attention to, that can help me in the future. And of course, I want to make sure I'm helping y'all as best as I can. So with that being said, make sure you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and I'll see y'all soon.